Cats have this young cat, DeMarcus Cousins, freshman from Alabama. Some Mississippi State fans got a hold of his celly this week, and they blew him up. So you know what he did? He blew them up. Early first, inside +1. Cousins finished with 19 points, 14 boards. Another freshman, John Wall, and one, 18 points, 10 boards. Next Kentucky possession, Wall misses. Cousins there for the putback dunk. And call me. I'll be there. Kentucky +3 at the half. All right, final 4 to play. Mississippi State up 3. D. Boast misses, crashing the boards. Romaro Osby. And the Bulldogs will take a 67-60 lead without Jarvis Bernardo, who fouled out, but Patrick Patterson going to tie it up. Kentucky got the next 7. 3 seconds left. Bulldogs had a shot at the win. They did an air ball. DeAndre Liggins, his shot, no, we go overtime. Bulldogs down 2. Barry Stewart. Osby, pick and roll, game tied. Here comes Wall and the Wildcats into the lane. The basket and the foul. He had 5 points in the OT. Final minute. Mississippi State down 4. And Wall, and that looked like a you-know-what tending. Bang, bang play. Coach Stansbury wanted the call, did not get it. 3 seconds left. Kentucky up 5, and all of a sudden you got some guys who are overserved, and, well, you just don't do that at a game. You got soda all over the court, especially you know how much that soda costs. They bring out a mop and Cousins. Hey, do yourself a favor. Take my name off your phone. Kentucky, 81-75. Coach Cal on line 1. Michigan State takes over first in the Big Ten if Sparty wins at Indiana. Tom Crean, Tom Izzo, they have history together. Hoosiers trying to avoid a 7th consecutive loss. Spartans working the high screen on the Hoosiers defense, and Steve Lavin, he gets all giddy when he gets to break down high screens.
The first screens for Summers. Now he comes and sets a better screen for Lucas. Now Joe is hedging, but right there, see how he goes back, and that creates daylight for Lucas to catch, gather, and finish with the jump shot.
All right, Michigan State 14-0 when their opponents shoot under 40%. They're also undefeated when they outscore their opponents. Verdell Jones misses.
So, Doc?
Yes. Christian Waltford is blocked. Jeremiah Rivers misses the jumper. Indiana, 29%, 7 of 24 in the first half. And, well, coach's pregame not agreeing with him. Lucas, mid-range jumper. If some is good, more is better. Spartans up a dozen. One shot at Lucas ain't enough, Jack. You better make it 3. He had 13. Michigan State wins by 14.
Back against Wake. Sedarian Raines with a block on David Weaver. Dorenzo Hudson going the other way for 2 of his 21. Ooh, and we may see him later on for top plays. Game went back and forth late in the game. Ishmael Smith looking for L.D. Williams. And Williams with a big finish. But Malcolm Delaney was working on Al Farouk Amino. Hits the floater there. Malcolm didn't just work in the middle. Malcolm was working from 3-point range as well. He had 31 points, 10 in the final 7 minutes. Under a minute to play. Wake really needs to foul here. Virginia Tech playing keep away. And then Terrell Bell plays put it away. Virginia Tech wins 87-83, 14-0 at home. Joe moved them up to a 9 seed now after that win.
What in the name of Carolina Blue is going on with Roy Williams and the Tar Heels? Things get worse in their visit to Georgia Tech. First half, Larry Drew, lazy. Mufon Udufia steals it, lays it up. Georgia Tech now up 16. Maurice Miller to the hole with Soul. We're in the newsroom going, do you see the halftime score? They're down 20 at the half. Second half, Drew throwing it away. Another turnover here. Iman Shumpert gonna steal it and find Brian Oliver. Threes, please. Georgia Tech up 26. Maurice with another 3. 68-51. The game wasn't that close. Derek Favors with 13. Tech rolls. 5th loss in 6 for Purdue at 12 Ohio State. Buckeyes grab a share of first in the conference with Michigan State if they win. Boilermakers 9 straight losses on this court. Jawan Johnson from Chris Kramer. He had just 4 points, Johnson, when Buckeyes won at Purdue earlier this season. 24 in this one. Boilermakers were up 13 at the half. Here comes Evan Turner, and man, he is special. Lane, Leaner, and the foul. It's a 9-point game after the freebie. David Leidy to Turner. It's a 6-point game after the freebie. Just over 4 minutes to play. Purdue up a 6-pack. Lewis Jackson. Bounce pass to Kramer. Oh, layup Purdue +8.
Ooh.
All right, final minute.
Like it hurt.
Ohio State down 5. Turner, 29 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals. That's why he's a Player of the Year candidate. Ohio State not going to foul. Shot clock winding down. Each one more. Can't get it to go. Ohio State rebounds. 15 seconds left. They're down 3. William Buford blocked by Kramer, but Ohio State still has it. John Diebler. 33, 4-3, and overtime. No. Purdue survived 60-57. Let's check it out here. Ohio State went 4-15 from the 3. Okay, watch Kramer, first of all, at midcourt. All the way back on defense and times his block. Great hustle.
You knew what time it was.
Ohio State gets the ball. Now check out Turner. Look at that's him right there. He goes, I am the hot hand. I'm the best player. Give me the ball. Give me the ball, 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 give me the ball. Well, he kept going backwards. That's why they didn't give him the ball. Purdue wins its 8th in a row.
First half while Miami was shooting 60%. Brian Zubik demands our attention. Hits the shot and draws the foul. And they're on the road, but there's a Zubik fan there. She wants to get married, but she doesn't know how to hold her sign up. So later, Zubik again, he had 10 points. The fan still has got her sign straight. Guys?
I thought if you went to Duke, your boards had to be really high. Boy, is she going to be embarrassed later. Hubert, that had never happened in North Carolina, would it?
Maybe this year.
Wow. Mike Patrick and Hubert Davis having some fun. She gets a phone call, and they say, hey, your sign was upside down. And so then, of course, she turns it right side up. All right, they played a basketball game, too. Second half, more from the fans in Miami. John Shire at the foul line, shooting free throws. After he makes it, Mike Krzyzewski complains about a fan blowing a horn. Now, Neil, you spend a lot of time at the ocean. What do we got here?
News team assemble.
What? What does that mean? Anyway, back to the act. They confiscated the seashell. They should have done that when the guy tried to get in. Anyway, Duke up 1. John Shire, he had 15.
They
Duke
should
up
have
4.
confiscated the guy's hat.
Nolan Smith had 21. Meanwhile, Miami had more turnovers than Pepperidge Farm. They had 22 of those, and Duke goes on to win it 81-74. And 7 in the Big East. A few more wins would help their resume. Last possession of regulation, Notre Dame with a chance to tie it. A chance to win it, rather, tied at 67. Ben Hansbrough gives it up to Mike Broghammer, but he can't hit, so they go to overtime. Notre Dame down 1 in the extra session now. Pick and roll. Tim Abromaitis. Abromaitis sounds like something you might get in your elbow. Going to make it hurt. Notre Dame with a 2-point lead. Then Edgar Sosa, the 3 from half court, off the backboard, no good. We go to a second overtime. Louisville down 1 in the second overtime. Jerry Smith, step back 3 after his teammate fell down, puts Louisville up 2. Then Notre Dame up 2, and, well, Louisville's got a bad case of Abromaitis again. 29 points for Abromaitis, game tied at 87. Now, under 10 seconds to go, Notre Dame down 2. Joey Brooks with a pick and roll. Now, watch how wide open he is underneath the basket. Give him the ball! Torrey Jackson and Sam passes to Abromaitis, who doesn't see Brooks either. Abromaitis doesn't even get off the shot. Louisville wins it behind 36 from Samardo Samuels. Syracuse and Georgetown met on Thursday as well. Hoya guard Chris Wright says it's an honor to play in a game like this, to be a part of history. Second half, Orange up 13 with about 8:30 left in the second half. Andy Routens hit 5 of his first 7 triples. He had a game-high 26. Syracuse was up big. They led by 23 at one point, but Georgetown not going away quietly. There's Wright. And 1. His free throw made an 11-point game. Austin Freeman in traffic. Easy to come back when you're getting them 3 at a time. They cut the lead to 4. And so in possession for Syracuse, Wright says, I'll take that. Gets it ahead to Freeman, who says, you take this. Georgetown, a 28-7 run in the second half. 2 Syracuse big men fouled out. Georgetown goes inside to Greg Monroe, their big man from New Orleans. Hoyer's down 2 at that point, and then Monroe again. Georgetown gets the lead down to 1. After timeout, Hoyer's looking inside for Monroe, but Jim Boeheim's like, don't let Monroe get it. So Wright penetrates, kicks it out to wide open Clark. Great design, but he couldn't finish it. Loose ball goes out of bounds to Syracuse. Ensuing Syracuse possession, Chris Joseph. Nice move to get to the bucket. And Cuse up 3. Now the sideline, Jim Boeheim instructing his team to foul, so Rollins fouls Clark. And Clark couldn't hit his free throw. Georgetown's bench, 36 minutes combined. They combined for just 2 points. John Thompson III, losing his hell. After a loss, there's nothing but misery and pain.
More Big East, 21st ranked Pittsburgh at Marquette. A gold out at the Bradley Center. All fans told to dress in gold. First half, Lazar Haywood, the steal. It's the gold rush. Look at Mother Nature on the run in the 1970s. Haywood, the putback. Under 3 minutes left in the half. Haywood into the post, and he uses his golden eye to find Jimmy Butler. He's kind of spooky here. See that? Golden eye, he goes behind the back.
Is that real?
Goes Bobby Showboat Hall.
Looks like something Cap Space would have.
Marquette downs, exactly. We got some fool's gold, the loose ball. Jermaine Dixon grabs it, and Gilbert Brown finishes it. And Jamie Dixon's club's up big in his 7th season as Pitt's head coach. Dixon has won in every Big East arena except this one. Nasir Robinson silences Golden after he hits the 3, and then the golden seal. It's Jermaine Dixon, high percentage dunk, and Pittsburgh gets it done, 58-51. West Coast has to be Mark Few's Gonzaga, but you would not have guessed that after watching the 9th-ranked Zags at Loyola Marymount. Kevin Young, frustrated early. He's frustrating Gonzaga in the second half. And let's flashback. You know, the last time Loyola Marymount defeated a ranked team was March of 1990. You remember Bo Kimball and the late Hank Gathers took down Alabama in the NCAA Tournament West Regional semifinals. Let's snap back to reality. Gonzaga down 3. Matt Bolden. Study more often than not on this night. Young the rebound, Larry Davis the lay-in, and America's team 7 of 27 from the field in the second half. That's 26%. Ashley Hamilton. He had a game-high 17. All right, 43 seconds to go. LMU at 4. 1 second on the shot clock, and this is the straw that broke the Zags back. You turn your back to the basketball, you get burned. Davis the lay-in. Hank's House celebrates 74-66 over Gonzaga.
Big Ten, number 16, Wisconsin, taking on Minnesota. John Lohr back for Wisconsin. He had a broken left wrist. He's their second leading scorer. Blake Hoffarber is the nation's leading three-point shooter. And you see what he can do right there. He had 16. Gophers made an early 14-2 run. They were up 9 at the break. Jason Bohannon to Lohr. Lohr may be a bit rusty. 4 points on 2 for 12 shooting. Wisconsin down 4. And here comes Jason Bohannon. 18 points for him. 3-point game, but not long after, Wisconsin went 8 minutes without a bucket. Meanwhile, Ralph Sampson III, yes, he is related, and the foul. He would miss the free throw. Minnesota up 9. And then Sampson III putting the exclamation point on it. He had 10 points, 8 rebounds, stellar defense inside, and Minnesota wins it 68.
Yeah.
Where?
South.
And on the bubble, taking on number 19, Vanderbilt. Start of the second half, Vandy up 2. A.J. Ogilvy, nice cut, big finish. Vandy up 4. Then on the break, Brad Tinsley goes back to Ogilvy. He can finish. 27 points from shot, 8 of 10. Also had 8 rebounds, but here come the Rebels. Chris Warren for 3, cuts it to a 1-point game, and then Warren again. He had 23, 5 of 9 from long range. Ole Miss down 2. Game they really need. Under a minute left, Vandy up 4. You don't always get what you need. Jeff Taylor made sure that. He had 19. He shot 8 of 11. And Vandy with a whole bunch of high percentage shots. They win at 82-79.